Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler platter video series videos I do for the lot. I'll go over there, trout food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm gonna talk about the stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for this one. Don't ruin this for me. Both the review and you. Okay, let's keep this together. We're all in this together. We want Brandon to be happy. Okay, that's where we're going with this. But it's a super simple format, folks. I'm gonna go over there on my trout, food, and/or drink items. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, why are super cool shirts? I like to highlight super cool shirt. Super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom, it's my Divide Devour shirt. Which, if you are not familiar with the band Divide Devour, they are a local Illinois band. They've been around for, I don't know, months? I don't think like years yet. Maybe like a year and a little. But they've been around for a little bit now. And extremely good dudes. I was fortunate enough, the drummer is actually a guy that I know, actually went to school with one of his brothers. And he went over there, he hit me up several months back. He's like, dude, I got some shirts for my new band. Would you like shirts? And I was like, I would like shirts. So he sent me a couple of free shirts, which was super fucking cool of him. And then, as it so turned out, the shirts were well warranted because I finally got to see him perform live a couple months ago, and they fucking kicked ass. They were really, really good. So I went over there, I took some videos of their performance. It's on this channel, okay? I got an entire playlist because I don't just do food stuff. I also take videos of concerts I've been at. But I have an entire playlist for concert stuff, just in case you're interested. I definitely recommend checking these guys out. But anyway, what am I trying for y'all? Why am I excited? What are we doing here? Well, folks, I'm excited because we're doing, boom, it is, oh God. Ha 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 ha. It is Frostop extra creamy red birch beer draft style. It's 1 quart. Look at it. Look at it. Ha 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 ha. I love birch beer so much. So much. If you are not familiar with birch beer, it's kind of like a cousin to root beer, except that it's made with birch. Instead of, like, well, root beer was originally made with sassafras, but now it's like typically other things, although some use sassafras. But anyway, I love birch beer. I became acquainted with birch beer some years ago, and once I tried it, it was life-changing. Because you folks know I love root beer. I have an entire playlist just for root beer stuff. I love root beer. I might love birch beer just a little bit more. Don't tell root beer! But I do love birch beer. Now, the problem is, birch beer is not something you can just get anywhere. Where did I get this? At an Ace Hardware, because the Ace Hardware near me carries some weird stuff. And one of the things that they have is birch beer. Also has a little thing on the back. A member of the root beer family, birch beer may share some taste similarities, but has a unique flavor all its own. You're damn tootin'. Real birch sap is harvested from the birch tree, and its oil is distilled for a wonderfully distinct birch flavor. We add real vanilla and other premium ingredients to make Frostop extra creamy red birch beer. Another treat that can't be beat. I have reviewed some Frostop stuff. I did their grape soda a while back. But I had to go out to Ace Hardware today to buy something. This was there. And I will say this, full disclosure, I've had this before. But it's been at least sometime last year. I don't go to the hardware store all that often. Last year I had to go a bunch of times, though, so I definitely got some of this. Oh, please be good. I remember it being good, though I do remember it not being my favorite birch beer. I do have favorite birch beer, though. So. The thing I love about birch beer, it's kind of like minty root beer is like the best way I can describe it, kind of, if you've never had it. But let's give it a go. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Alright. It's not, well, it's definitely not my favorite Birch Beer. That's for damn sure. It's tasty. I don't like it as much as I remember liking it, sadly. And I think here's why. Because they mentioned that they go over there and they put vanilla in it. That, for me, kind of makes this basically the A&W of Birch Beers. Because, of course, A&W, famously, they use, vanilla in their root beer. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say there isn't a place for that. It's nice, it's creamy, it adds a little something. But the problem is that you can't add without taking away. And what gets taken away from this, for me, is that strong, delicious birch taste. Now, and that's going to be dependent on your personal palate. Lots of people like A&W. I like A&W. It's fine. But it's not, for me, great as a root beer. It's, something I get every now and again. But it's not a go-to root beer for me. I like my root beer to have depth. A&W doesn't have depth. Same thing with Birch Beer. I want it to have depth. I want it to have character. I want it to have, all these things going through it. That is not really the case with this. This is a more... If Birch Beer ever had a chance of making it on regular store shelves, this would probably be the Birch Beer to go for it. Because it's definitely the type of Birch Beer that I could see more people being accustomed to and growing to enjoy. Because the thing with Birch Beer, for me, the hinge point is the birch taste. And there's a threshold. I have had birch beers that have had way too much birch taste and it overpowered the rest of the drink. I have had birch beers where it was way too weak. In the middle, there is a wonderful birch flavor drink where it manages to have that delicious birch flavor, have that delicious birch sensation. Because one of the cool things about birch beer is that it actually has almost a numbing sensation, because from the birch extract. So it has this cooling, numbing kind of flavor to it. And it's wonderful. You don't want too much, you don't want too little. This one falls in the category of too little. It's good in that it's a birch beer. I've had worse birch beers, for sure. And I will say this, too much is worse than too little. I will say that. Because I don't remember what it was, but I had one brand of birch beer one time, and it was just way too much. Completely, not only did it override everything else, it was just almost abrasive how much they used. With this, it's fine. I'll certainly drink the rest of it joyfully. And I'm not saying there's no birch flavor, but it doesn't reach the crescendo of birchness that I want. You get a tinge of it, but it's mostly very creamy and sweet. And that's fine. Again, it's that A&W kind of style. But I wish they just, because not only does it suit my palate better, but I also think it would just make for a better drink anyway, because you'd have a nice contrast of flavors. If you watch my show, you know I like contrasting flavors. There's a little contrast, but it's way more sweet than it is that nice hit of birch. So, it's okay. Like I said, I've been looking forward to this one ever since I bought it today in the morning, and I shoved it in the freezer because I was like, I want to drink this later today. Damn it, I'm going to do a review. It's good. It does fall in line with the Frostop stuff, because their stuff isn't known, at least the ones that I've had. None of them are known for being particularly hard sodas, having a lot of kick to them. They're flavorful and they're sweet, but two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes, asterisk. Yes, asterisk. Will I get this again? Almost certainly, because there's not a lot of places that serve birch beer, let alone that are a 2-minute drive from my house. So I'm kind of, I have limited options here, Now, I'll say this. Would I buy this if I distinctly wanted a Birch Beer. No. I would then go out of my way to a specialty soda shop and get one of the proper Birch Beers that I really, really enjoy. My personal favorite is, I believe it's a white Birch Beer, and it's from a company called Reading Draft. I might have even reviewed it at one point in time on the channel, like years ago now. Maybe. But, you know, I would get this out of convenience, but if there were other better Birch Beers available, I probably wouldn't get this one too often. Now, as for recommending it to other people, that's kind of an interesting way to go about it, because on the one hand, I do think that this would work well as a commercial Birch Beer. I think it would appeal to a lot of palates. So if you want to try Birch Beer, this might be a good starter. I would think that this is a good starter. I would suggest, politely, you don't let it be where you stop in trying other Birch Beers, because there are definitely better ones out there than this one that are more representative of it, what I personally feel a good Birch Beer is. But again, that's just me. If this is your favorite Birch Beer, or, you know, whatever, this is the one you want to go, that's fine. I ain't shitting on you. You're drinking Birch Beer. We're already in a good boat. But I do think there's definitely better ones. Just saying. Still going to enjoy the fuck out of it, but 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. You go over there, have yourselves a truly proper Birch Beer-tastic rest of your life. And whatever a proper Birch Beer is for you, that's what I'm talking about. You know, maybe it's this, maybe it's something harsher, maybe it's, you know, some white Birch Reading Draft that I personally am a big fan of. I need to get some more of that. It's really good. But anyway, what the fuck was I going on about? Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not as possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole, especially when you're over there. I have done 6 reviews today. Thankfully, not in a row. I did 2 in the morning. This will be my 4th one in a row. I is done. I haven't even slept today yet. So, I'm going inside, drinking my Birch Beer, eating my French fries from Wendy's, and I'm fucking done. It's important when we run into situations that are stressful, frustrating, etc. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholeness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you want to get into some Birch Beer shenanigans of your own, right? So then you're going to go over there and you're going to be like, okay, how do we do this? Where do we start? Okay? So then, you're probably going to have to find a specialty soda shop. I'm not going to lie. You might be able to find it locally, you know, but probably going to have to find a specialty place or maybe even order it. And if that's the case, folks, and you really want to get into it, well, hey, just hit me the fuck up in the comments section, and I'll go over there. I'll do what I can to point you in the right direction. Maybe I'll go over there, maybe I'll have a Birch Beer special at some point. I probably won't, because that cream soda special damn near killed me. But maybe at some point in time I'll do like a Birch Beer comparison. You know, I'll get like my favorite one and maybe a couple, you know, like no more than 5. No more than 5. Not doing like 30 in a row anymore. That was such... You guys don't even realize. Nobody watched the cream soda specials. Pineapple soda specials, people watched. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. But the cream soda specials, people weren't that interested. Go watch my cream soda specials. Or conversely, if you don't have to try Birch Beer if you don't want to try Birch Beer. I'm not your dad. Do what you want. Bye.